Hey there guys, Gaijin Goomba here. I mean, Drake here. Yeah, that's who I am. So, Linkle is a thing now. I inadvertently did one Hyrule Warriors analysis on her based on her concept art, and then just recently I did another Warriors analysis on the actual character that was put into the game, and this is going to be my third Warriors analysis thing about Linkle, which was never my original intention. So I just want to touch on some things that were introduced in my recent Warriors analysis video of Linkle. Hyrule Warriors Legends introduces Linkle as a fresh new character to the cast, and she has her own story in this. Now, if you've seen my first two videos on this character, you would know that Linkle was originally conceptualized as a little sister character for Link in Hyrule Warriors, and only Hyrule Warriors. Aonuma said no, but after gauging fan reaction, especially from the West, he decided to put her in for Legends expansion. Now she's got her own story, and she's her own character. She's not necessarily Link's little sister. She's not presented that way. But you know what? They're not outright saying that she's not Link's little sister. So, time to jump on my wild accusation theory plane thing. Majig. It's a working title. The first theory I'm throwing out is a relatively simple one to understand. Link and Linkle are long-lost brother and sister. The notes for the original concept art for Linkle state that she was created to be a version of Link and/or his little sister. And as you can see, there appears to be an age difference between the two. And the fact that these two don't reference each other in either of their stories, it may suggest that they were separated at a very young age. So it may be the scenario of Link being too young to even remember that he had a sister, or Linkle wasn't even born before they were separated. Also, I would like to bring to the forefront one of Linkle's character flaws. She can't read a map or a compass for shit. So it's quite possible that Linkle just got lost somewhere and her grandmother is just someone who found her and decided to raise her with the Kukos. It's not a good work environment for a child. Of course, I really can't back anything else up beyond that because the ending to Linkle's tale couldn't have written a blanker check. My second theory, which is just as far-fetched as my first one, is that Linkle is a version of Link from the Zelda timeline. Now, this theory would actually explain a few things. Like Linkle having the MacGuffin compass, which according to her is supposed to be the symbol of the hero of legend. But we never heard of such an item from Zelda, Lana, or Impa from the main story. It was just the tunic and the Master Sword. That's it. And the compass itself is probably a symbol of the hero of time from her timeline. This would also explain why Linkle has terrible navigation skills. It's because the map and the compass that she has is only relevant to the Hyrule from her timeline. And it's also quite possible that Linkle's grandmother is also from that timeline. And just like Hyrule Warriors, the time that she's from is also a yet-to-be-confirmed place in time. And I'm all basing this off of one of the other notes that was made in Linkle's early concept art, defining her as a version of Link. And that's pretty much the only thing I got on the topic. There's not really much else to explore beyond that. Linkle is either Link's long-lost sister, or she's a version of Link from the Zelda timeline that we don't know about yet. Which is somewhat irritating when you're trying to form an attachment with Linkle, but you really don't know what her backstory is. I mean, she's not Wizro or anything, she doesn't have a one-note personality. She has a really nice personality, and it's endearing. It's just, I wish they would kind of clear up this connection that she has with Link, because, come on, it's too much of a coincidence. They have the exact same face, name, eye color, hair color, choice of fashion, drive to protect Hyrule. It's too much of a coincidence to just write it off as she's just some girl. But I guess that's the explanation we're gonna have to go with until they actually nut up and confirm shit. So, what do you think of the theory that I present to you? Do you have any further evidence or lore that may support it, or any further evidence that may debunk it? Leave a comment down below, and be sure to check out the other two videos I had on Linkle before she was announced and after she was announced. And be sure to subscribe to this channel if you like the videos that you watched. This was a test for my new microphone. I'm not digging this hissing sound because it's really pissing me off.